Okay, these are the notes on piecewise functions, and the first four were review. So numbers 1 and 2 were on a number line. How do I graph x is greater than 2? So I'm going to write in a few extra numbers just because I know some of you probably didn't do that. And is it open or closed circle? Open. And is it going to go to the left or to the right? Okay, that's all you had to do on that one. Do you remember it? Okay. What did we have to do on number 2 first? Got to get x by itself. So what should I do? Jeremiah. Subtract 3 from both sides, and I get negative x is greater than or equal to 2. Am I done? No. So divide both sides by negative 1, and remember to flip the sign. So I get x is less than or equal to a negative 2. So I'm going to put negative 2 here. I'm going to write a few numbers, negative 1, 0, negative 3, negative 4. Put my circle at negative 2. Is it opened or closed? And which way is the arrow going? Okay, how'd you do on those? Okay, because we are doing more of this today, but we're actually combining it with what 3 and 4 have. So let's graph 3 and 4. How do I start with number 3? And I don't have a ruler, I'm just going to draw it. So you don't have to worry about if it's dotted or solid or for shading or anything, because this is just a regular equation. So it's going to be always solid. How'd you do on that one? Okay. What about number 4? Subtract 3x from both sides. So I get negative y equals negative 3x plus 6. I can't have a negative y. Divide everything by negative 1. Okay, so how do I graph it? Or something like that. Okay, are you ready to combine what we did up top with what we did here? Okay, so if you look down here, it says new stuff, piecewise functions. And piecewise functions, they have different rules for different parts of its domain. And domain, is that x or y? Yes, domain is x. So we're going to be paying attention to those a lot today. So piecewise functions have different rules for different parts of its domain. So if you look at this, this is just an example right here. We're not going to do anything with it today. Probably tomorrow or the next day, you'll actually take these and say what the rules are for them. But you can see it's a function in 3 different parts. Are you ready to do these on your own? No, you're not ready to do them on your own. Are you ready to do some notes on the back? Okay, let's flip it over. And let's do number 5 real quick. For this one, or for all of these, I'm actually going to use pencil because I'm going to be erasing. So I know this looks a little different. Okay, f of x, that's a fancy way of saying what letter? Y. So this is really 2 equations that you're going to graph. The first one I need you to graph is y equals negative 2x minus 1. Okay, so go ahead and graph y equals negative 2x minus 1. Okay, let's graph this. What's the y-intercept for the first one? So you start at negative 1, and hopefully you can see the pencil. Will it show up? A little bit. What does slope tell me to do?
I go down 2.
So down 2 over 1, correct? Okay, draw your line. I'm going to use sticky notes as a ruler. Okay. And now, what makes it different is that this little inequality right here tells you what part is the answer and what part you need to get rid of. So, at x is less than or equal to 2, so first we need to find where x is 2. So you look along here, where is x2? Right here. And when I make my dot, is it going to be filled in or not? So you need to go down to this line you just graphed and make a big filled in circle where x is 2. I make it larger than the other dots that I used just so I can tell it apart. Yes? Yep. Yep, put it on right on the line. And then the inequality says the answer or the solution is less than or equal to 2. So looking at these x values right here, the numbers are written for you. Where are the smaller numbers? Are they on the right side or the left side? So these are the answers that I want to keep. So I need to erase this part down here because that's not part of the solution. So I'm going to erase this part. And don't freak out yet. It's really not that bad once you get the hang of it. Okay, are we good?
Yes.
Now graph the second line. The second line is y equals negative x plus 4. And I'll give you a few seconds to graph that as well. Okay, what's the y-intercept of that second one? 4. So you start at a positive 4, and then what?
Go down.
Okay, let me draw my line. Okay, where does my dot go? So where this line goes at where x equals 2, and is it going to be open or closed? So you put an open circle right there. And then it says x is greater than 2 is the answer. So this part is the answer. So I need to get rid of the left-hand side. And I will tell you right now, you can't have lines on top of each other. Because that's basically saying the answer at negative 3 could be either this or that. You can't have more than one answer. So that's why we got to erase it. And you can erase these little dots too. You don't need them anymore. And that's your answer. So the answers to this lovely function are any of these numbers, any of these numbers. What do you think? Okay, would you like to try number 6 on your own, or would you like to do it with me?
You.
Of course you do. Okay, let's look at number 6. So this is the same thing as saying y equals x. Do you know how to graph that?
0 up 1.
Yep. Your y-intercept is 0, and you go up 1 over 1. Is that showing up okay? Okay. Okay, where does the dot go?
On the negative 1.
So I go to negative 1, and it's right here. Is it going to be filled in or not?
Filled in.
So I'm going to make it a little bit larger. And which side am I going to erase? So the answer is x is less than or equal to negative 1. So I want to keep the smaller values. So I need to erase this side. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Have you graphed the second one yet?
No.
Okay. Go ahead and graph the second one. Okay, so you should have graphed y equals negative x plus 4. You should start at 4 and go down 1 over 1. Right? Okay, and where does the dot go? Is it opened or closed? And just so I know, you can't have two closed ones on the same line. just for future reference. And which side am I going to erase? I'm going to erase on the left. Good rule of thumb is that you can't have lines on the same values, so you should hopefully have seen that you need to get rid of this side. And also, because its x is greater than -1, so these are all of the possible answers over here. These up here will not work. Okay, what do you think? Okay, well, the good news is 7 and 8, you get to do it 3 times. Okay, now the tricky part here, and I'll do these with you. This one right here for the middle one, where it says -2 is less than x, which is less than 2, that basically means x is between -2 and 2. Okay, and we'll get to that. So, first line you need to graph. Y equals -4. Is that going to be vertical or horizontal? It should be going straight across, guys. Okay, you should have a straight line going across that -4, and you're probably not going to see this very well with the pencil, and I'm sorry. Where does the dot go? So at -2, down here on this line, what kind of circle am I putting there? Solid circle. And its x is less than or equal to -2, so I'm going to keep this stuff over here on the left-hand side. I need to get rid of what's on the right. Okay? Okay, do you want a second to graph y equals x minus 2?
Yeah.
And actually, while you're at it, no, we'll just do it one at a time. So graph y equals x minus 2. Okay, for this one, your y-intercept is -2. And what does the slope tell me to do? Up 1 over 1. Okay, and I need dots in 2 places. Where's the first dot go? Yep, so you're going to put a dot at this one, and it's an open circle, so -2 is right there, right above the shaded in one. And where the other one goes at 2. Okay, so like I said earlier, this basically means between -2 and 2. So that's your answer right there between those 2 dots. Anything on the outside of those 2 dots needs to be erased. So you erase this part of it and this part down here. Have I lost you yet?
No.
Okay, once you've erased it, I want you to graph this last line, y equals -2x plus 4. So go ahead and graph that one. And see if you can erase the correct part of it. See if you can do the whole line on your own. Okay, you start with the y-intercept of 4 and go down 2 over 1. Draw your line. And I need a dot where? So it kind of overlaps where that open one already is. I'm just going to put it right above it. Or you can make the smaller one. I just messed it up. You can make them a little bit smaller if you want. Okay, something like that. And then, which one am I going to get rid of? So I need to get rid of this. And you can see that it can't be above or below another line that's already part of your answer. So this is going to go away. So your answer is here, here, and then here. Make sure you do your arrows on both of these ends. The one in the middle did not have to have arrows because it ends